Kenyans, agencies coming up together and offer a conference to Kenyans. Because for far too long we have not known what is happening. And sometimes that's why there has been a lot of hostility, because they've come out as untouchables and they've come out as defenders of the regime, whichever government. And it offers clarity where there is communication, because as General Kahariri says, they're there to protect the constitution and serve the government of the day. I find nothing wrong with his statement, saying that that must happen within the law. He did not say people to stop saying must go. He did not say that must go must not happen. He says when it comes to it happening, it must happen within the law. And for far too long, we've been crying out for rule of law, application of the rule of law. That's what we want. That's the kind of a country we require. So I am not concerned with this statement. What I would want us to think of as Kenyans is exactly what you're asking. As we say must go, what will be the right channel? Are we calling for a snap election, or are we going to wait until 2027? Because again, we don't want to throw the country into a disarray. We don't want to go the way of, we've seen our neighbors, like see what's happening in Sudan or Somalia. We don't want to go that way. We want a functional government. And we do not have an issue with the constitution as Kenyans. We do not have an issue with positions in government. What we have is a leadership deficit. It is the current regime that we have an issue with. The leaders of the day are the ones who are not able to serve us as Kenyans. And that's why change is imminent, change is inevitable, but we must take a path that does not take us back.
Yes.
Our problem is not political parties, it's not politicals, the people. It is an economic situation that the government is not able to deal with. And that's why you see all these social unrest coming up. That's why you see the issue of Mitumba going up very high, because the uptake of Mitumba means, one, there is demand for clothes, but then the apparel industry in the country is not operating, is not functional, and people need to create employment. So the easiest thing to do is to do what is in demand, sell clothes. And many other small-scale industries are coming up. But remember, this government had, when we were campaigning for this government, we promised that we are going to have cottage industries. There was the statement of one county, one product. That was geared towards industrialization, and it is not happening. So when security agencies come out and say this, because one, they have realized the unpopular status of the current president with the people. You saw that in Kasarani, you saw that in Naivasha. Everywhere you go, every weekend. And it's going to escalate day by day. But what I like, it is peaceful.
Okay.
So we must keep peace.
Yes. And most of these people who have been chanting Ruto must go,